Okay, so we're now on step 18, sorry. You'll need bits from pages 7, 10 and 11. So I'm just going to show you how to kind of fold all these around. Okay, so again, you're just kind of making some of the details for the side of your blasters. Okay, so around all the crease marks on piece LM, we're just going to fold those around. Okay, so again, try and get a good fold on each side. And that will help you stick it together in a second. Okay, so there's a couple of tabs there that you can use to now glue things together. So get your super glue, apply that to the underside where the tab will go, and then just fold that tab underneath and glue the corner together. Okay. Okay, and on the second corner there's a much smaller tab, but you can still use that to glue things together. Okay. Okay, that's given you the sort of the basic shape that you'll need for step 18. In fact, you have to do this twice for step 18 and 19. I'm just doing it once because effectively you're repeating yourself. So you only need to watch me do it once and then you should be able to do it again. So now I'm going to put on the kind of joining pieces. So these are just to help it hold together and stick. So you've got XC, which is the first piece. I always put this on with the green facing outwards because you can kind of see this through the model. So you don't want to put this so the white is facing outwards. Much better to put this so the green is facing outwards so you haven't got any white sticking out. Okay. And then the next joining piece, put that across. You can't really see this one from the outside once you've stuck the piece onto the base, so that doesn't really matter which way it goes around. Okay, once you've got that and the big piece to hold everything together, pop some glue on there. Is XA. Okay, so we take that and I tend to stick it to the long edge first so you can line it up and then just fold it down and stick to the rest. Okay, if there's anything kind of white sticking out, you can just trim the edges off there, just like that, no problems. Okay, so that's most of it. And there's this one little joining piece, which we actually couldn't make in a single die cut, so it had to come in a separate little piece. So you just pop some glue on the inside there and along the side, and this just means that the unit's kind of closed and there's no bits sticking out when you're finished. Take the little joining piece, you pop the tab inside and then glue the side. And there we go. A little bit fiddly to get your fingers in there, but you should be able to. Okay. Okay, and now you've got the full unit to stick to the side of the blaster. So as I said, you'll repeat this for step 19, but I've just done one so that you kind of see what you need to do. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is basically to stick all of this to the side of your blaster. Okay, so get your, here's one I prepared earlier. So you've got your pieces that you did in step 16, so just check the design underneath, see which one fits the best, see which one fits the design. You should also see the front and the back have got different angles and they match the front and the back of the blaster, so just make sure you got the right one. Get on a small piece, just check the design, which one fits there the best. Okay, and then you'll know which one to use. Okay, so I'm just checking the other side. Yeah, that one seems to fit better the other side, so I'll use the darker one. Okay, so they should fit so that you leave the screw hole visible, just so you don't cover that up in case you want to take the skin off later. Okay, So that's pieces LJ and LK. And then you want to get the large pieces to sit on the side. So that's the piece we just made. And then the front piece that we made earlier in step 15. Yep, step 15. So again, just check which one of those fits from the design the best, and you can see that those two match the other sides, and we'll do those in a second. Okay, excuse my head. Okay, so now what we need to do is to glue all of these pieces into place. Oh, one piece I forgot is the piece underneath, LO. Need to add that as well. So just pop that out of its piece of card. That's on page 5, and you'll be able to add that to the side as well. So fold the glue flaps on. The idea is this is supposed to be a bit of a sort of it's rounded, not folded. So if you've got anything handy that you can kind of roll it around, so like a tube, to give that sort of rounded feel, or a fat pen or something like that. That'll just give it the right shape. Okay. So again, the little slit there is to make sure that you can get into the screw hole, and also help you line everything up when you're sticking it here. Okay. So those are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of detail that we need to stick to the side. So let's start with the big piece. So just apply some super glue around the edges. Okay, then you can kind of see where that sort of lines up at the base around by the trigger, and then if you get that in place, everything else should kind of fit as long as you keep it kind of straight. And again, be careful to line it up around the screw holes so that you're not obstructing any screws. Okay, that's in place. Hold it a few seconds, that should dry. So then we're going to do the front detail piece. So again, just make sure you've got a good fold on that. Apply some super glue. Okay, and then the open side kind of tucks in, and the closed side goes towards the front. Okay. Hold it now for a few seconds, and then we're going to put the detail on the top. So again, line those up. So as I said, the front and the back have got different angle cuts, so you can see which one goes to the back and the front. Again, excuse my head, I'm just trying to make sure I've lined everything up correctly. So, a few dabs of super glue, and that goes into place just there. Okay, once that's dry, you've then got the LK piece. Again, make sure you've got that the right way around. Bit of super glue, and that goes into place as well. Okay, then piece LO, so that's going to go a little bit further down. Okay, so again, you're going to stick the top 2 glue pads underneath the screw hole, and the bottom's going to kind of fold underneath itself. Okay, so just stick those first 2 tabs underneath the screw hole, so they're kind of then you fold the rest of it underneath, and that sticks to the main base. There you go. Okay, so that's the kind of the big detail on the side. Now we'll move to step 21, and so you'll need pages 4 and 7, and then there's various pieces that you'll need to pop out of there. So there's the detail around the eye, and then some other pieces of detail from the side. So just go and grab all of those. As I said, so they're from page 4 and page 7. Okay, tracking all the pieces down. Actually, I've just noticed that on instructions it says only page 4 and page 7. I actually need page 6 as well, so the eyes are on page 6, but they're pretty easy to find, so I'll just pop those out as well. Okay. So you now should have the 2 eyes and 4 other pieces of detail that need to be all stuck on. Okay, so I think we can probably cut all of this out. Yes, I know, John. We'll cut this out, shall we? Okay, so now just sort of place the pieces on so you know sort of where they're going to go. Okay, and then you can kind of see where the eye fits. So there's sort of 2 levels of eye. There's a slightly bigger one, so put the glue on the bigger one so you can stick the smaller one to it, just to give it that little bit more raised look. Squeeze those together. And then those get attached to the side. Okay. And then based on where the eye is, you can see where to put the rest of the detail. Okay, just go through piece by piece, just making sure you kind of stick to the get the pieces to line up with the design. Oops, stuck to my finger more than to the model. Okay, everything else is on, and just stick the eye firmly to the base. So that's effectively step 21. That's all the remaining detail to be added to the left hand side of your blaster. Okay, so I'm going to flip it over and start on the other side. So now you can see all the pieces that you've built previously. So RJ, RK, RM and RH. So these are all the pieces. You just kind of line them onto the to your model so you can see exactly where they fit. Make sure you kind of use the right side that kind of goes with the design. There you go, and you can see how our dinosaur is coming together. Okay, now we just need to glue all of those pieces on. So again, best to start with the largest piece. So just put some super glue around the edges. Okay, pop that into place. You can again line it up with the trigger and with the shell ejection hole. It's very important to get the shell ejection hole right, because obviously if that's off, then the shells will end up getting caught. So just put that into place carefully. Okay. There we go, and again the open side goes, kind of tucks in, and the closed side is at the front of the barrel. So I'm just going to glue RJ and RK into place. There we go, and then we've just got the last piece, which is RK. Just make sure you glue the right side, and make sure the design matches up, and then just pop that into place. So those are the large pieces all done. Okay, so we just need the piece RO in order to put that into place. So I think that's on page 5. Let me just check. Yeah, that's on page 5. I've just got that again, same as the other side. Fold the glue tabs in and kind of round it slightly just so you get the right shape. Okay. Then goes to the top and to the bottom. I can always glue these one after the other. I don't have to do it just like me. So the top glues just around that screw hole. Okay, and then the underside just flips underneath and glues itself to the model. So there you've got the main large pieces of details from step 22. Okay, so now you've just got to get the 4 pieces of kind of extra detail from pages 4, 5 and 7. So we've got RR, RT, RS and RQ. So just go and gather all of those little pieces. Okay, so I'm just looking for, I think, RR, which is on page 7. There we go. Okay, now we can stick all of those detail to the side too. Okay, start with RQ. RS and RT sit on there, and RR just goes just beneath. There we go, so just put all those on so you can kind of see where they go, and then we'll stick those into place. Okay, there we go. Straightforward, just attach those little pieces. Just make sure the design is nicely lined up. Oops. Okay, there you have it. You've finished the next step.